Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of Horror Hands, and this is my video entry to Tony from Horror In TOJ's Road to 250 Subscribers contest giveaway. So I'm sure you all know Tony. Horror In TOJ is one of my favourite channels. It's a great guy, and if you're not subscribed to Horror In TOJ, then give him a sub and let's get him to 250 subscribers and beyond. So Tony's asking three great questions. The first one being, what book or story would you like to see turned into a movie? And my answer for that is a short story by Stephen King called The Jaunt, which is a story about teleportation gone wrong. And I won't talk too much about what happens because it's got a great shocking twist ending, but the majority of the book kind of focuses on the scientific side of experimenting with teleportation and the trials and error of trying to get it right, which is a little bit hard going. But then the ending just kind of comes out of nowhere, and it's a really kind of shocking, gruesome ending, which really stays with you for a long time. So I'd love to see that made into a film. I'm not sure if you can make a full-length movie out of just that one story, so it'd be really cool to kind of see an anthology of Stephen King short stories. So my answer for question 2 is, what is like the holy grail of your collection? And that's really difficult because I do have a lot of kind of out of print and limited edition things, so it was really tough to just pick one thing. But I was scanning over the collection and this kind of sort of caught my eye first, so I was going to show this, and it's the box set of Godzilla movies. So I think this is quite hard to get now. It's quite expensive. This is quite rare because I know they did re-release this in like a much more streamlined box, but this is the original hefty chunky box, and it's still sealed as well. I've not opened it, so it's a really cool box set. It's got quite a few Godzilla films in. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, especially with seeing the new one. So yeah, this is just a really cool box set. I'm really glad to have it and show it off. So this is my answer for question 2. Excuse me, still really hot in Nottingham. The third question is, if you made a horror film, what would it be, and what would the first line be? And because I'm a bit of a sad horror geek, I actually think about this for, you know, most of the time when I'm doing things. I always try and think about what movies I'd make. So when I take the dogs for a walk, I take my dog around the woods and I think, you know, what could I do here and things like that. So I'm a big fan of like 1970s and 80s creature features. So I think I'd definitely make like a creature feature monster movie. It would take place in the woods or by the beach, by the seaside, because that's two places that I really like hanging out. And it would be a creature that's spawned from toxic waste, because toxic waste can kind of explain anything in horror films. So it'd be pretty gory, but it wouldn't be entirely serious. It would be like a little bit tongue-in-cheek. And I think I'd draw inspiration from like John Carpenter and things like that. He's my favourite director. So yeah, it's quite derivative, but yeah, it would be like a 1970s type monster movie that I'd make. And the first line, I think, would be, what did you say your name was again? Because that's the first line to my favourite film of all time, which is Jaws. So I think I'd do a nice homage to Jaws and have that first line as my first line. So that's my entry to Tony's contest. Hopefully you like those answers. Good luck to everybody else that's that's entering, and stay tuned for more videos.